Hey, good evening, everybody. Dan here, Ultimate Boston Red Sox Collector page on Facebook and YouTube videos. Tonight I am doing a video on today's mail day and a quick review of a couple days ago's mail day. As I mentioned before, in my previous videos, I received my order from Burbank Sports Cards, roughly 120 cards, all Boston Red Sox for my Red Sox collection. Something I've been neglecting a little bit lately, so this will kind of kick me in the butt a little bit to start picking up some more Red Sox cards. So I went through the cards earlier. I marked them off my checklist, want list. There they are, about 120 or so. Every card is from 2009. What I've been doing is updating my want lists and then posting them on my Google spreadsheet page. And then typically once I post a new want list, I go online and start searching for cards. So Burbank definitely always can make a big dent in my want lists. The 50 cent a card starting price I'm not crazy about, but most of the cards in this case are premiums, parallels, insert cards. So I don't necessarily have as big of a deal paying that much for them. What I have a hard time is paying 50 cents for base commons from the 90s or 2000s, which fortunately I don't need a lot of anymore. I've picked up those cards over the years. Now I'm basically just going back to single prints, short prints, you know, bigger names. And then there's a few cards I'm finding that I just missed somewhere. This particular package had a 2009 Topps Update Jonathan Papelbon base card, Dice K SPX card. So I was able to finish a couple of team sets for just basic common cards. I could have picked these up on Sport Lots. A lot of these cards, probably for the 18 cents, I actually had a bunch of them in my shopping cart from various sellers. But the problem is, by the time I pay the shipping on all of them, I'm really not saving any money than spending the 50 cents a card from Burbank. So I do pay attention to that stuff. As you know, I'm very thrifty with my shipping. I always look, that always is kind of a deterrent for me sometimes. So got those in. Like I said, I'll be putting those onto the spreadsheet, and I've already taken them off my paper want list. I've got to go back on to my Google spreadsheet and update those. I've been doing a horrible job about keeping that accurate. So if you're looking at it, you might, and you think you might have something on my want list, maybe shoot me a quick message first. Make sure that I still do need it, because I've been terrible. And like I said, most of the sets that I have on there, or the years that I have on there, I've been purchasing cards right afterwards to try to shorten those lists. So anyway, that was a couple days ago, mail day. Today I received two more PSA graded cards in the mail today, non-Red Sox cards. These are part of my new established Hall of Fame collection. One of these was a tremendous deal. I actually think they're both really good deals. Maybe not right now, but I think in the very near future. The first card that I purchased, and this was the first PSA card that I actually purchased, second one to come in, was a 1983 Donruss Cal Ripken Jr. second year card in a PSA Mint 9. I don't really want to go below 9s for 80s cards, depending on the card, of course. Even rookie cards. Right now, I'm not really looking to buy rookie cards in graded 9. A little too pricey for me right now for what I'm looking to spend. So this is a great alternative, a second year Ripken in a Mint 9. I think it's a very underrated card, and I got it for a price that I was very comfortable paying, which is the key to anything. Don't overspend. If you don't want to pay that much, then don't pay it. These cards are coming on eBay constantly. There's a pretty good chance you'll be able to get one for a cheaper price if you just be patient. But I saw this one and jumped on it because it was a buy it now, and I thought it was a really good deal. The second one turned out to be a great deal, and by far the best deal that I've gotten on a PSA graded card. As you know, I'm a big Red Sox collector and a person who played for the Red Sox and currently broadcasts for the Red Sox, Mr. Dennis Eckersley. And I love Eck. I love listening to him do games. He had a great Eckism, as I like to call them, in a game in 2018 that I had made a comment on my Facebook page about. He had made the comment, he runs at the speed of steak. And it's stuff like that just kind of makes you chuckle. And, he's not always the most professional in the booth, but I'll take him over Jim Rice any day. Jim Rice, great career. He's a Hall of Famer. I met Jim Rice several years ago when I was coaching Little League, I was able to take our team, all-star team, down to the Nesson Studios for the pregame show, and we got to meet. And we were told Eckersley was going to be the co-anchor that day. And so I gathered up all my Dennis Eckersley cards that I could find and put them in a binder and brought them with me so that the kids would all have a card to get signed by Eckersley. And we got all the way down there, and lo and behold, oh, by the way, it's not Eckersley now, it's going to be Jim Rice. So I was not happy. I had a whole binder. I must have brought close to 100 Eckersley cards with me. Not expecting to get all of them signed, obviously. Again, I wanted to be able to give the kids one if they had siblings with them, and some of them did. I wanted to be able to make sure that both kids were able to get an autograph. I was really bummed out about that. I brought a ball with me, and it worked out good because I didn't have a Jim Rice ball at the time. I would have much rather have met Dennis Eckersley than Jim Rice. About as unpersonable around a group of kids as you could possibly imagine. So I'm not a big Jim Rice fan. Never really have been. And honestly, I have a hard time listening to him. He's very hard to understand. He cuts off his sentences. He's got an arrogance to him and a kind of an attitude. And he actually, I think it was playful, but he actually barked out at the kids at one point during one of the commercial breaks. And we got to do a Q&A, and he just wasn't, it was all about him, and it was kind of disappointing. So ever since that day especially, I haven't really had a high opinion of Jim Rice. So I regret that happened that way and we didn't get to meet Eckersley. I was very bummed out about that. I did see, and I know that the show was canceled, the Rich Altman show down in Mass that was postponed beginning of April has been moved to next month, and Eckersley was originally going to be one of the signers. Eckersley, and he's not even near the highlight, Pedro and Big Poppy were supposed to be there. I don't know if they're going to be able to make the second round, if they have it in June. I may try to convince my wife that spending $400 to get an opportunity to meet and take a photo with both of those guys, because I love both of them, would be a good investment. Obviously, I would get I don't have a baseball signed by either of them, so I would get a baseball signed, and I'd love to get a photo with them. That would be a great keepsake and a great thing to get framed and post here have in my man cave, and maybe down the road if they come back again, try to get them signed. So I haven't had that discussion yet with the missus, so we will see. And again, I don't even know if they're both going to be there or not. Eckersley, again, was supposed to be there. I'd love to meet Eckersley. If I decide that that's a little out of my budget, I'd like to meet Eckersley, maybe get a picture with him, and probably cost me about half the price of one of the other two guys. So anyway, here it is. 1977 Topps, his second-year card in a near mint 7. This is a card I actually used to own 3 or 4 of. I had a lot of 77s. And long since gotten rid of them. I did have some higher grade 77s that probably would have graded nice. Again, I've sold off my collection over the years. When I was collecting Dave Winfield, I sold off most of my stuff to buy more Winfield stuff. I've never been independently wealthy. I've relied on selling my other things to buy the things that I enjoy, and I'm still doing that to a certain extent. I have a little bit more flexible income now. I'm a little older and I have a better job. So, this normally I look at this card and say, very nice card. What was the best part about it was the fact that I paid a whopping opening bid price of 99 cents for the card. So you really can't beat that. You're not going to find a PSA graded card for less than that on eBay of a Hall of Famer, and a second year card to boot. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's just not a lot of Eckersley guys out there, or the people that do collect already have this card. I don't know what happened, but I snuck in and got it for 99 cents. I bid up to, I think, $5 on it and said, if I get outbid, I get outbid. But I'm going to go for it at 99, and I got it. So 99 cents. You can't beat that. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful card, too. It's really nicely centered. It's probably about 65-35 centering left to right. Top to bottom's pretty good. Clean back. Nice looking back. The Eck, great Hall of Fame pitcher. More known for his time with Oakland than Boston, but if you, Nesson put out a great documentary about Eckersley, and was really kind of sobering, no pun intended, watching that, because Eckersley really had a great career. He was very good with Boston. and of course was fantastic as a closer, reincarnated with Oakland. So yeah, so let me hold them up again. My two new PSA slabs that came in today. Sorry for the lighting. 83 Donruss Cal Ripken, mint 9, and 77 Topps Dennis Eckersley, near mint 7. Two additional Hall of Famers for the collection. 3 total. Got the mint 9 82 Fleer George Brett yesterday. Still have 10 more coming. Haven't bought any for the past couple days. Haven't really found any good deals. I've got a couple that I'm keeping my eye on tonight. Hoping to maybe land 1 or 2 of them. My birthday's coming up on Monday, the holiday. Falls on Memorial Day every 7 or 8 years. And so this year it's going to be on my birthday. So I mentioned this in my video last night. I'm looking for addresses. I've got, an address and what do you collect? I'm off for the next 5 days from work. And I wanted to maybe try to I've already started putting together a couple care packages for collectors, and I'd like to send out some small stuff. I just bought that big Hall of Fame lot. I'm in the process now of weeding through the duplicates and just finding players by teams, and that's how I'm basically sorting out my cards now, is by team. If you have a player you collect, an old timer, or you collect a certain team, put a comment in my post. Give me your address. I'm going to send you some stuff. It may be 5 cards, it may be 50 cards. But I want to get some. I want to get some care packages out there. I want to get my name out there more on people's videos. I want people talking about my site on their videos to get me some more recognition, because not everybody's going to search for Red Sox, and that's what my page is Red Sox Collector. So I am improving. I've got 2 more subs since last night. I'm up to 25 now, so I've hit that magic 25. Obviously, every one that I get now is good. I've been commenting on a lot of people's videos, been trying to participate in contests, trying to get my name out there. Again, so if you're watching this, I appreciate it. If you're new to watching my videos, I'd really love for you to, give me a sub, and I'll return the favor if you send me some information about your page. I've been subscribing to more pages and sending a comment, and that's working for me as well. So let me know. Again, anybody out there, we all collect. We're watching these videos for a reason. Somebody in particular you collect, or a team you collect, or a set you collect, and I have something, I'll try to send you something. So give me some addresses. I'm really looking forward to sending out some packages and helping some other collectors, and hopefully they'll return the favor down the road. So that's all I have for tonight. Everybody have a very good evening, safe evening, and I am going to now get back to putting my Hall of Fame cards away. I've been working on that for the last couple hours, and I got plenty more to do. I got my Red Sox cards to file and put on the spreadsheet, so I got a busy night ahead of me. That's all I got for tonight. Everybody stay safe and have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully with some more slabs. Take care, everybody.